Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have I guess it's a follow-up. It's either the follow-up or a precursor to a previous puzzle we did by pagedo. The other one is called Therefore. This one is called Because. And I'm also curious, I know a commenter had noted that there was a kind of a hidden symbol of Therefore in these black Kropkis from the previous. I'm curious. I kind of doubt it that there'd be something because, but there may very well be. But in general, if you know any little bits of trivia, some kind of fun facts, always let me know in the comments. I love to hear those sorts of things and just kind of expand the concepts. I don't really know too much about the histories of maths and, the symbols that are used and all that kind of stuff. So I enjoy learning some of those things. So anyway, with that said, let's get into this guy. Let's see what's going on, because I think it's pretty much the same concept as that previous puzzle that we did. So again, because by pagedo, we've got normal Sudoku, so every row, column, and 3x3 box will contain the digits 1 through 9 once each. We've got digits and cells joined by an X sum to 10, digits and cells joined by a V sum to 5, so normal XV clues. These will add to 5 because they have a V between them. These will add to 10 because they have an X between them. Then we've got our Kropkis, so digits and cells joined by a white dot are consecutive, digits and cells joined by a black dot are in 2-to-1 ratio. So these two consecutive, these in a 2-to-1 ratio, or one will be double the other. And then not all XVs or dots are necessarily given, so no negative constraint. So those are the rules. Again, we've seen these before, but let's see how this one plays out. Let's get into it. Links in the description below. Let's have some fun. So what we learned from the last one is that every time we have these groupings of black Kropkis, they are going to be the pairs 1, 2, 3, 6, and 4, 8. And of course, the remaining spaces are going to be 5, 7s, and 9s. Well, you can't be a 5, so get the heck out of here. Now, the 7, 9 here is going to tell us a little bit, because it's going to say this is either a 1 or a 3. Now, we said the pairs that have to occur are the 1, 2, 3, 6, and 4, 8. So this is either going to be a 2 or a 6. Now, is it possible to start limiting some of these guys? I don't think these guys tell us too much. So we're going to have to probably get into what some of these are. I'm going to start putting in the 1, 2, 3, 4 here for the V clues first off. Just because we can and we should. And see if that starts to tell us anything. Because I think we're going to have to start looking at how these Kropkis interact with each other. So, one of these is going to be a 5, right? Because we can't put one here. Now we know the 5 has to either pair with the 4 or the 6. Now, sadly, we don't know which one that is just yet. Because it could still be the 4 and we have a 4-8 pair, or it could be the 6. This becomes the 1, 2. That could work, right? If the 5 paired with the 6, yeah, that would be 6, 3 there. This would be the 8 with either the 7 or the 9. Yeah, that does work. And if we had the 5 pairing with the 4, I think that forces this to be, because this would be a 4, 8. If we think about it. And we only have the 1, 2, and the 3, 6. And this guy, of course, cannot pair with the 1, 2. And actually, you can't either. That's what it is. One of these is the 1, 2. That's the best way to think about it. Because how would you ever pair one of these two with the 5, 7, or 9? You are the 2. You are the 1. You are the 9. Okay. There we go. Just had to get the brain functioning properly. So these are going to be 4, 6, and 8. Is there any further reduction we can do there? Of course, you can't be a 1, so you can't be a 4. Because the 5 could pair with the 4 or the 6. And then the 7 can pair with the 6 or the 8. Yeah, so I don't think we can really say what's what, but we're going to know that there is a 3 up here. So you're not going to be a 3, you're not going to be a 2. And you're not going to be a 2-3 pair. That's where we need to look on this side, not that side at first. So this can't be the 2-3, so it is the 1-4, which means you are the 2, you are the 3, you are the 7. Good. All right. Now, that does tell us the 1-4 now that this is going to be a 4-6 pair, which means this will be the 3-8 pair. Now, do we correlate back to here in some way? This can't be a 7, by the way. 2-3, or do we go over to here now because we have this 2-3, or do we think about you? I think we can go both ways. Let's start here. You can't be the 1-2 or the 3-6, so you are the 4-8, which will just leave a 1-2 and a 3-6 over here. You can't be 9-1, 4-6, or 3-7, so you are a 2-8. Then we'll get on to you two and see how we can correlate those back, because we know what these two are. They are the 5 and the 9. Now, this can't be a 9 because of the 2-8, so you are the 5, you are the 9, you are the 8, 7, 6, 3, 5, 4, 8. Good. Now, this has to either be a 6 or a 4, and it can't be a 4. Good. And do we start looking at these guys? Because we know they're... No, we just use Sudoku. This is a 3-9 pair, and you are a 7, which means you're not a 7 or a 5, so you're a 9. Let's get those out of here. You're not a 9. Get you out of here. Let's go back over to these guys and these guys, because these are going to be 5 and 6. You are going to be 1 and 4. You can't be a 4, so you are the 1 and the 4. Good. Now, do we have any more correlations back up to any of these guys at the moment? You can't be a 3-6. I think that's the only real restriction there. We might need to start looking at this set of Kropkis because we have a good restriction here. Because we can't use 1, 2, 3, or 4. I don't think there's enough there, actually. Because it could still be 5, 6, or... Well, it is enough. 5, 6, or 6, 7, so there is a 6 at least. We obviously can't do 7, 8, or 8, 9. Okay, we're going to have to find... We need a 1, 2, and a 3, 6. I don't think we can say which one is which just yet here. And again, we need a 3, 6 in one of these guys, but it could be either. Okay, let's try to find the next place to look then. I feel like this is probably the most useful, just because we have a little bit of something staring at it, but it's very possible this guy could be as well. But let's think about these guys. If that's a 1, that's a 2, 3. If it's 2, it's a 3, 4. If it's a 3, it has to be 4, 5. Because if this is a 3, this is a 2, so you can't do 3, 2, 1, and then back up to the 2. And if it's a 4, it could go, well, it'd have to be 4, 3, 2. So I guess these are all very low numbers. Maybe we just had to think about it that way. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, or 4, 3, 2. Now, how does that correlate back? There's always a 3 in one of these guys. Yeah, because it's 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. So this cannot be This is the 1, 2. This is the 3, 6. Then we can take that 1, 2 right back and stick it up here. You're not 1. You're not 4. None of you are 2s. So this is a 3, 4, 5. You are the 4. You are the 3. You are the 2. You are the 5. This is a 6, 7 pair. You're not 7. There's a 5 and a 9 needed. 5 obviously can't go there, so it goes here. 9. 9, 7. Perfect. This is 6 and 5. Now let's go over to here. Because we need 1s, 2s, and 8s, obviously this has to be the 1, 2 pair, and this has to be the 8. This 5 says you are 7, 5. The 7 comes back and says 6 and 7. Very nice. Okay, now let's go over to here, I think. Yep, because the 5 can't pair with the 6, so it has to go to a 4. Now, the 4 could go back up to a 5, and it has to because it can't go down to a 3, so it's the 5. Okay, do we look here? I don't think it's going to tell us too much, but we'll put these in. It's 1, 8, and 9, and you're not 9. Okay, let's maybe start thinking about this, because we were able to make this work and that kind of cut across, so maybe this will do the same. This has to be from 1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s as well, because we have the 5 and the 6 here. So obviously we can't have, excuse me, anything like 9, 8, 7, 6, or 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That means there has to be a 3 in here. We already knew there was going to be, because there couldn't be you, but it doesn't tell us where exactly that's going to be, but I think we also have to put a 2 in here. Yeah, 2 and 3 both have to go here, so this can't be a 1, 2, or a 3, 6, so it's a 4, 8, which means you don't have a 4, which means you are the 2. Okay, 4, 8 is now set. We need to figure out the 1, 2, and the 3, 6. We might have to start using one of these guys to start getting around here, or we can use the 2 to come back here first. That can't be a 1. Okay, what are the options here? I think you're just a 2, yeah, because if you're a 1, you have to be a 2. If you're a 3, you have to be a 2, because you can't go to 4, so that's a 2. This then has to be a 1 or a 3, and it can't be a 1. You are a 3. That forces 6 and 3, and now maybe we have a little bit more we can get going over here, and that will maybe correlate back. Or we can also just use, or think about these, because this has to be the 8 and the 4. So what can you be? 1, 2, or 3? It can't be the 1, because we can't put the 2 here. So this is either a 1 or a 6 by that nature. Oh, here we go. The 1, 2 is just staring at this one. Should have seen. This is the 3, 6. So this is the 1, 2. If that's the case, this is the 4, 1, 8, 2. This 3, 6 says you are the 9 and the 3. This is the 6 and the 3 because of that guy. Okay, making it easier. Like it. What are you guys? One of you is a 1, so it goes here. The other one is going to be a 3. You have to be 6 and 9, so 6, 9. You have to be 7 and 8 in that order. You're given 6, I believe. Yep. Good. No 6s in any of those, so you are the 6, and you can't pair with the 5, so you're a 7. That didn't quite cut over, but we can probably figure out this guy, because it has to be from 4, 5, and 8, and it can't put the 8, so it's a 4, 5. And you are the 4 and the 5, and the 8, and that will finish this off. That's 1, 3, 1. You're not 1, you are the 4 and the 8, and the 9 and the 8. And these guys are givens. That's a 5, that's a 4, that's a 7, and you are the 9. There we go, cool. So we got through that one quite easy, as expected. It wasn't supposed to be super difficult, really. And once we just got moving in terms of which one of these guys was what, it really just kind of flew through. We were able to use enough information from here to kind of sort this guy out easier than I was trying to make it to just start off, but we got there in the end. So again, very fun puzzle. Really enjoyed that one. Let me know any little items down below if you happen to notice anything that I don't, obviously. And we'll see you in the next one. Thanks a lot.